Hi, this is Dorothy from TaiChiBozeman.com/rawfoodblog. You're in my kitchen again. I'm going to show you today how to do some raw pea leek soup, which I'm just so excited about because my friend gave me leeks from her garden, but also because it's so good. This is my third bowl this week. And then we're going to show you how to do some things in my 2 dehydrators. So for the pea soup, I've got in here almost 2 cups of peas. And then we'll take 1 inch of leek and throw it in there. And for the leeks, you want to use the bottom parts of the leeks, not the top leafy parts. And they're really full of vitamin B1, B2, B6, C, and a little bit of A and calcium in there. They're so good for you. They taste like onions if you've never used them. You could make some leek soup, but this is leek and pea soup. And then we'll add some water. It's really easy. A little bit of Rejuvelac. You don't have to, but I always do. And then I'll add, got some garlic and parsley here. And I'll add about a 1/4 cup of Bragg's amino acids, which, as you know, isn't raw, but it's really good for you and it tastes good and it's better than soy sauce. And then I'll add a teaspoon of curry powder. Now I'm just looking at it in there. Yeah, that's a teaspoon. And this is some parsley I dehydrated in my dehydrator. So here's what it looks like when it's dehydrated. A little bit of that. And then some miso. And there's different kinds of miso. You want to stay away from the soybean miso. This is barley miso, if possible. The soybean miso isn't that good for you. Again, it's not a it's not a raw food, but miso is fermented, and anything fermented usually is really good for you. So I put in a little bit of miso, and that'll be your salt. And then you can blend it up to the desired consistency. And then you could also make this creamy. A lot of people make creamy pea soup by adding a cup of macadamia nuts or cashew nuts that have been soaked, and then it becomes whiter and creamy. But I never really had creamy soup, so I just do regular soups. And then I'm going to pour it into a crock pot or bowl. And I'll show you, this is my first thing to show you with the dehydrator. This is just a little bit warm from the blender. You could warm, a lot of people warm their soups, that raw foodists, in the blender. They just leave it in there for another 20 or 30 seconds or a whole minute. But I like to put mine in the dehydrator for an hour.